Today I want to continue on with another passage from what is called the wisdom literature. The wisdom genre within the Bible is the book of Psalms, the book of Proverbs, the Song of Songs, and also Ecclesiastes. And I don't know if you've done much reading through the book of Ecclesiastes, but for me it really is one of actually my favorite books of the Bible. Probably within the wisdom literature, it goes Psalms, Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, and then Song of Songs, which is also a really, really good book. And maybe I'll have to dive into there and do a video on that. But I want to share with you probably the most well-known passage from Ecclesiastes. It's the beginning of Ecclesiastes 3, which is about a time for everything. And what this passage kind of, I know, speaks to me is how God validates all the different times and emotions we go through. Living in this COVID time, it's become very apparent that our capacity for emotion and the spectrum of emotion and experiences and times we all have is very, very vast. And we can move from one end of the spectrum, from say celebration to mourning very, very, very quickly. And so this passage, though, really reminds us that all of our time, no matter how we're experiencing it, whether it's a time of peace or a time of war, in a sense, a time of celebration or a time of grief, God opens up room for all of that within our life. And he validates all those experiences, all those affections that we feel, all the different moments of time that we go through, all happen within his economy of time, in a sense, within his kingdom. And so let me read this for you today. It says, "There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the sun, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace." It is my hope and prayer that you're able to find whatever time you are experiencing right now, whatever time you are going through, within, in a sense, this list, to see how God is present in your current time, to see how God is present in your current moment, no matter what that is. Grace and peace to you.